Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Madness University. This is LZ. I'm here with Nick, and today we are going to cover the best and worst ways to buy cards. And stay tuned to the end because we have a pop quiz, totally random, out of the norm of our recent questions. All right, so let's start it off. Let's start positive, Nick. All right.
hmm
So let's start with like the best ways to buy cards. I know we talk, and these aren't like the obvious ones, right? Like there are a lot of obvious ways that people are buying cards. I know that we've thrown out the idea a lot, and I don't want to cover this, but I do want to mention it. We've covered the kind of how you can get creative on Facebook and
Sure.
IG, but we're not going to
We
cover
all know
that.
that. Yeah. How to
We're
network.
not going to cover that. That's kind of like 101, Madness 101 right there.
Yeah.
Um, the next place I would go, an interesting one, is actually like tried and true Craigslist.
People sleep on Craigslist, man.
They really do. It's great. You can sort by local. They got a good search feature. Like you can just go in there and you can enter Michael Jordan or Tom Brady or we're big 86 Fleer guys, so 1986 Fleer. You go in there, you search there, and the problem, like a lot of people on there are just looking to get rid of crap.
Yeah.
That's all they're looking to do. Now you're gonna have some people who are in the hobby and are gonna be asking decent money, but you're also going to have those mothers who just want to get rid of all the stuff in their attic that their son left them, or they inherited some things and they just want to move it. So I think a great place to start would be Craigslist. So audience, do that tonight. Go on
Yeah.
Craigslist
Don't
and
just
do it.
look at sports cards on there, though. Look at things loosely related. Look at somebody with a vinyl collection. Look at somebody with footballs. Look at somebody with, like just collectible stamps,
Mm, yep,
coins. Coin people
yep.
usually have cards too. So, like, you can loosely, and then you just make an introduction. I found a guy, he's got 10,000 vinyl, several star card packs, and all kinds of crazy stuff. And, it's interesting. They don't just
Yeah.
have one category. So,
Mm-hmm.
all
Yep.
right,
All right, Nick. What's yours? First
man,
one.
I've been diving into churches.
Ooh.
So churches have two things. They have church auctions and they have
Mm-hmm.
church thrift stores. Every neighborhood in the country has this. So just go on Google Maps, just type in thrift store, find one
Mm-hmm.
that's near a church. My daughter actually wants to start getting into finding old toys and flipping them on eBay, which I think is cool. Then when I started looking at the videos, I saw like $1,000 case of cards from a few years ago with a $20 price tag on it in
Ooh.
Metro Boston. Like, what? So now I'm like, all right, Kaylee, let's roll. let's
Yeah.
start. So Goodwill and thrift stores, you have no idea. They get fresh inventory every week. The people pricing them, they do not know what PSA is. They don't know what 1986 Fleer is. They don't know any of
Mm-hmm.
that stuff. Random sports cards are just going to be shuffled in with everything else. Go check it out. And churches, they have actual auctions, sometimes quarterly, sometimes semi-annually. They'll be posted in church bulletins, church websites. Go attend them. That's a nonprofit auction. Not everybody thinks of. And again, older people pass away.
Yeah.
They
Common theme.
ceremonies at the
Yeah.
church, the auction take
Mm-hmm.
place at the church, and stuff shows up. So check out those two spots.
Oh boy. Okay. All right. Sticking with it's actually kind of the same type of common theme. I was going to bring up just friends and family. You got to be asking your friends and family. You have to be asking your parents' friends. That's what you need to do. You need to be getting friendly with your mom's friends and your father's friends and your uncle's friends. Or, you got to be reaching out to your uncle. But, I told this story before. Like, my mother's got a couple friends, and come to find out, they're sitting on a bunch of like Michael Jordan autographs. And they're getting ready to
So
move and they're
random.
trying to clean out their house. And my mother already told me that they're already getting rid of crap. And I'm like, oh no. Like, I gotta talk to them before they're done moving.
That was
So
crazy when you call. Like,
yeah.
she said, God bless her. She's like, I think they have some like autographed Jordan style. I don't know,
Yeah,
So
what? Just some Jordan autographs. No big deal. No big deal. But how many people are out there? I mean, it's the same story we're talking about,
yeah,
right? You have people who are wanting to move and they just want to get rid of stuff, and
right.
it's
Clean
been
up.
on their wall for 40 years and it was great as a piece of art, but now they just want to get rid of it. So you got to talk to these people. Ask around, network, everyone.
Right.
All right,
For
what's your
sure.
what's your last one, Nick?
The last one is despite how annoying Gary Vee has made it, the yard sale thing does work. So
Mm,
especially in the spring,
yeah.
the last thing you want to do as you're dropping off kids at school and coming back or whatever is like, oh look, there's like a house with furniture on the lawn, but just pop in. Like you don't know.
Yeah.
I found really cool stuff that way without leaving my town. You
Mm.
don't have to go hunting and like driving everywhere. Everybody's seen this in their town in the spring and the summer. Just instead of driving by to grab that coffee or whatever you're going to do, just stop. Just stop and look. And trust me, it's going to be worth it.
Yeah, I think it is. It's kind of fun too, right? You just got
Yeah,
to
it's
make sure
wicked
you have
fun.
some cash in your pocket, hopefully.
Right. I don't
Yeah,
think it's like Venmo
yeah.
or whatever,
I
but
don't know.
um,
Maybe they do.
but even
If I,
even if you don't find
yeah.
something,
Mm.
it's what you said about friends and family. Oh, this is interesting. Do you know anybody else who is having a yard sale or like anybody else selling this crazy
Yeah.
stuff? You just never
Yeah.
know. Always say yes to life. And like
Do you
what
have do you have an uncle? Do you have any family members that maybe have some of these collectibles I've been trying to look for? Oh
yeah,
yeah, my uncle Jimmy. Yeah, he's been complaining, but he's been trying to get rid of these cards for 10 years.
yeah.
Let me
I
call
wouldn't
him right now for you.
right. I wouldn't drive
Yeah,
two, 2 hours,
yeah.
going yard sale hunting, but
Right.
when you see one, stop.
Right. Right. Okay, so that was four best out of the ordinary, right? These aren't obvious ones, but hopefully that helps people out. All right, let's just cover a couple worst, Nick.
Worst way
The
to buy
worst
cards. All right.
worst ways to buy cards. The one that comes to mind for me is be careful with buy it now on eBay. A lot of people are using buy it now as just like a trophy case. You'll go on there and you'll see a Michael Jordan rookie PSA 8 listed at $250,000. Like that, just like you got to do your homework, everybody. Like, be careful of those. Be careful of them. Now, if you're in a rush, like for instance, when I'm trying to get autographs and I need some card quickly, I won't even bother with auctions. I'll go to buy it now and I'll purchase it. But I quickly do my research. So just be careful with buy it nows where people again are just bragging, showing their trophy case off, and they have some obnoxious number. Make sure you're staying away from that, and not falling into that trap. That
I
would
agree,
that would
man.
be kind of my version, my worst. What do you
All
got, Nick?
right, I'm gonna go with repackers. This is my new thing, man. They're
Mm,
packaging up a certain amount of crap, certain amount of good stuff, and the odds are in their favor. The odds are typically not published. Maybe a couple companies do, and most of the time you're going to get a bunch of crap. That's the professional repackers that you
yeah.
see on your, like
Mm-hmm.
your social channels. There are small time repackers at your local card shows. You'll see spin the
Sure.
wheel. You get a silver pack. You get a gold pack. Inside that gold pack is a QR code to their Instagram. That's really what it's all about. And then behind that is a bunch of cards that are worth 90 cents, but they're
Mm-hmm.
rookie cards. And that was a
Ooh.
gold pack.
Ooh. A,
So,
a rookie Peyton Pritchard card. Ooh.
yeah,
Ooh.
exactly. So, like,
Ooh.
just, I don't know. The whole
Yeah.
repacking thing is just, you're taking dog shit and you're packaging up with one nice thing that somebody gets at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time, you're not going to get it. So just avoid
Yeah.
it. It's crummy. It's a crummy way to like collect and flip
I mean,
things.
the other thing too, Nick, is they're all over eBay too. Like they're like
Oh,
you have
right.
these professional companies, but you have like mystery bags on
There's no
eBay, mystery
mystery. I'm
pack.
sorry, everybody. There's no mystery. There's crap
Yeah.
in the bag. There's crap in it.
Yes.
There's no mystery.
You got to be very, very careful. Very careful.
All right.
All right. All right. That's enough. That's enough negatives. Those are just a couple worst ways to buy. All right. Let's get to pop quiz time, Nick.
Cool.
All right. We're going back to music. All right. I
Phew.
just, I, yeah, I had a couple. I had another one in mind, but I think it's gonna take a little too long for this show. So I'll find a new way to ask it later on. All right. What is the number one, in your opinion, number one hit wonder of all time?
Wow. Okay. I I would say Rick Astley, but he has two hits,
Oh,
right?
he's got a couple. Yeah, I think he's got three actually.
All right, I'm gonna do
Yeah.
something crazy here. It's the
All
first one
right.
that came to my mind, and he
Uh,
absolutely had only one hit, and it was the
Yeah.
jam for like I don't know, like a year.
Yeah.
Mambo number five. It was like
Oh,
so
yes.
stupid and so catchy, and I listened to it. I don't know, was that
Lou
2000
Vega? I
maybe?
think it's Lou
Lou, yeah,
Vega.
yeah. Mambo
Yeah.
number five. He
Yeah.
never did. Anybody hear
One,
anything else he ever
two,
did?
three, four, five.
Nope,
Yeah. Yeah.
he did not.
No,
So there's
nothing.
my one hit wonder for you.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go with an 80s one. I mentioned it on the show. It's kind of why I wanted to ask you this because I had mentioned it on a previous show when we were brainstorming videos. It's Aha Take on Me, 80s.
Wow.
Aha.
Do they have a second song?
I don't I don't think they do. And the
Oh
audience will
my
call me
God.
out if they do. But no, I don't believe they do. And that song was a banger.
So I'm on Spotify right now.
Do they?
Take on me
Yeah.
has 2 billion plays. The
Whoa.
next the next best song is 100 million, which actually is pretty good,
No,
but
that's pretty
that's
good actually.
very far away.
That's good. What's the because you have it up. What's the name of that song?
The next best one is The Sun Always Shines on TV. Hunting
Oh,
High and Low is
oh
tied with
God.
it. I
No, the
don't
sun
no,
always
you
shines
nailed
on
it, dude.
TV.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's a 20-to-1
Yeah.
ratio.
Yeah.
Great song, great video.
Yeah, great. Exactly. Exactly. All right, audience, we want to see it in the comments. Let
Yeah.
us know.
Better one hit wonders.
Better than those two.
All
Okay.
right.
All right,
Thanks,
everybody.
everyone.